Okay, hi everybody. This is George Grant, VocalToning.net, and I'm with my friend Leslie Stoddard, who is a unique gal because she has done a lot of this vocal toning for many years, but now she does have the vocal tracks from the Zen and the Art of Vocal Toning book, so that when we can't meet online, she can do it in the car or whenever she likes. And so, hi, Leslie.
Hi.
So, you looked at the tracks a little bit?
Yeah. I've looked at the tracks and the manual that goes along with it. And I love how, like you said, if I can't get with you, I can listen to that. It's, for me, like a meditation. And you talk about that in your manual, in your book as well, as how to use vocal training and all of this to, oh my gosh, for meditation, for nature walks, like prayer, body work, how to enhance your aromatherapy. So I love to use it for that. And then also I love getting with you because the sonic massage, just being able to participate and collaborate when I'm in a session with you where I'm just receiving is my favorite, because the sonic massages are like better than a body massage.
Well, it's one time what we'll do is get one of your body workers, like a Reiki person or a cranial sacral person. You know, you're in your clothes and they do the light touch, and they can be in the room touching you while we do what we do, and then it'll be supercharged.
Yes.
That is really something.
The last session that we did really just been doing a lot of work on opening my throat and my root. And the last session that we did, just, I felt it do so much for my root and my throat chakra. And
now the last session, I remember you were able to feel these sensation shapes, right? Of like
yes.
Length, width, and height of something that's, you know, in your shoulder, but you pay attention to it. Now, wait a minute, it goes down halfway my arm. And when you did that, you can do that, right? You're able to do that easily now?
Yeah, well, and from your sessions, I'm able to take that concept outside of our work and work with it in other ways. But during our last session, I recently did some ceremonies working on releasing trauma from my throat chakra, and I kept having these large, just like abscesses, energetic abscesses, like coming out of my neck. And in our session, I had another one of those, like this like rectangular abscess, like just coming out. And the sonic massage was able to help just release it, you know, gently, and, you know, with no judgment or what the heck is that, or trying to figure it out. It's just beautiful to lay there, to receive, and like co-create. And I mean, in our sessions in the past, I always felt like I was given a gift. This time, I felt like it was very much a co-creation. And I think that's just from us doing it so often.
Bingo.
That it was amazing.
Well, this is what I hope for people.
Thinking about it.
That, you know, like I said, it's like yoga. I'm the yoga teacher. I'm giving you some instructions, but you're having your own experience. And then, but the more you do these skills, resonance, sensation, melting breath, XYZ, the easier you can do it without kind of like studying it. It's like there now, right? And so I think of these things as skills, and some people have trouble with this. They just think that toning and all this should just be this instant thing. And to some degree it can be, but I have a suspicion that if we learn just to dribble, just to pass the ball, just the foul shots, just the layups, over and over and over, then when we play the game, we're better at it. And I know you're a basketball player, and you know that if you practice your skills, you're going to do better in the game without thinking of them. You just play ball. And I believe it's the same. And that hopefully is why you're referring to, you know, in the past, but now it's just like you're able to use these things.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely feel like I'm getting more from it because I'm, I guess, more advanced at it. It's not
You're
so,
more experienced, that's for sure.
yeah.
And it never plateaus. You know, it's always different. It's
It
always
is always
different.
different. When in our last session, I actually heard tones I've never even heard come out of you. I was like, that's a new sound. And they were so well received within my body. It's like you intuitively knew what I needed. And those some of those tones were higher pitched and they just rattled stuff loose. And it's like, wow, where did that even come from? I've never heard
I
it.
don't know how I do it. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but a lot of people say that. I do know that that can happen, and I believe that everybody can do that. The secret is to have no ego and don't try to get anything right, and don't even, I don't have to diagnose you. I don't have to know what your problems are, and I'm just there as this empty vessel trying to be intuitive. And if I can get my ego out of the way and not worry about how I sound, oh, I'm good, I'm bad, then maybe some magic happens. And we do have enough people saying this. It's a prayer. I'm saying a prayer,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it has nothing to do with religion. There's no religion. It's just the religion of helping another person feel their body.
When I'm doing the vocal toning or doing sessions with you and I'm not just receiving, we're going back and forth. I mean, I am tone deaf. Like, hear me sing and it's horrible. But when I get out of my way and just let things flow, it's like it just comes out of me too. These sounds that I'm like,
But
wow,
I've never heard you sound
that's so
horrible.
healing.
I've
Oh,
never
well,
sound you sound horrible.
but they're healing sounds. It's like,
Well,
wow.
we can have strange sounds.
Yeah.
And strange sounds are legitimate. Just listen to Bobby McFerrin, and he gets away with it. But he's, he's doing whatever comes to him. And in this world of vocal toning and healing, well, maybe there's something in your neck or something, and maybe a weird sound is what helps.
Yeah.
So it's real important. Never, ever, ever, ever judge ourselves, and just, we have permission to get it wrong.
Yeah, and it's, it's so liberating, especially for someone like me. Like, my work is really owning my truth and speaking it. So I've been doing so much work on my throat chakra. It's been a lifelong journey for me to really own it, speak it, and to have these boundaries. And I don't know, just to be able to have that freedom, just to let whatever come up without judgment, is such a huge gift, even if it is a wacky, weird sound.
But you don't come across as having difficulty expressing what you've just
Oh,
overcome a lot, huh?
yeah. Well, I'd say that I often don't or haven't spoken really what I'm feeling.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and that's been my journey. Yeah. So that's probably why you haven't noticed, is because I'm very vocal in a lot of ways, but when it comes to my deepest truths and feelings, it's very hard for me to speak them.
I understand that. I can relate to that myself. Now, are you
Yeah.
using, now when we tone online, you know, I know what that's all about because I was there with you. What are you finding some ways to use those tracks at all?
Yeah, just in meditation, or I don't know, like the last time I listened to them, I was just feeling very frustrated and in my head, and like trying to analyze and figure out, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? So just be able to like let go, listen, and participate if I want, but mostly receive. It's a form of meditation.
So have you done the play along process, singing back and forth with the call and
Yeah.
response?
Yeah.
And you notice it's like some of these are dirt simple.
So simple.
They're simple. But,
Yeah.
for me, if I'm having a sluggish morning, I might not be getting the typing done, or I might not be able to get the recording done. so I will say this isn't working, and I'll put on like one of those very first tracks, and it's just like two notes, right? I listen to two, and then I'm just supposed to go li ma, you know. That for me is perhaps the hardest thing, is to just breathe deeply and smoothly over 3 or 4 minutes, and not think, not have to design or not create motifs or not be expressive, but just make nice tones and shape the vowels and just breathe properly. For me, that's huge. And it's a kindergarten exercise, really.
Yeah. Yeah. And until you've done work like this, I don't think people understand the power of it. I mean, it's like breath work. Like we breathe every day, right? But until you go through like a real breath work session, and with you, it's the same thing. We're doing breath work when we're toning. You don't understand the power of your breath until you really, get deep into this work. And it's the same thing with the toning tracks. I mean, they're so powerful.